Welcome to River City Plus. It is the show after the show. As always, I have my AA Energy sis, Jana Angel, in the house. And today we have joining us our best friend, Fawn. And we met Fawn in a bunch of different spaces, but today she brought her food truck and her husband, her better half, or equal half, with hashtag relationship goals. Check out their Instagram. It's like, but that's a whole nother. They put love into the food. They love each other, and then they brought the food to us. And thanks for hanging out.
Oh, that's so awesome. Thank you so much. We love y'all, and we do love each other so much.
So Jana got to hang out with you during the show at the food truck, and she just kept bringing. It's like Chris was like, "Oh, I got this, pow!" and then a smash burger, and then it's like, "Okay." Well,
it was like smash burger, breakfast burrito, chicken sandwich, and I was like, "Yes, yes, give me more!" Like I'm Brittany over there. I'm like, "Give me more, give me more."
I am with you on that. And Jana shared. We'll talk about that later. But so, Fawn, tell us about the Mornin Wood concept.
Okay, so the Mornin Wood concept. My husband has been doing barbecue for a very long time. And we talked about wanting a food truck. And we just talked about it and continued to talk about it, and we never really did it. So one day we said, we're going to stop talking and we're going to do it. And as soon as we stopped talking about it, we bought that truck. He worked for over a year on the weekends, demoing it and building it into the food truck. And it's just been really amazing journey with him, and being able to get him out of HVAC and R, being able to do the food truck, which is his dream. And it's been really, really amazing to see that come to fruition.
I love when people follow their passion.
Mm-hmm. I think it's so special because a lot of times with us, we don't get to see all the hard work that goes into something. As a customer, you're just kind of running in, you're seeing the menu, you're seeing the final product, but there's so much that leads up to it. But I think we all have to agree, has everybody in this room worked in the service industry at some point?
Yes.
Yeah. So we know it's very, very similar to media. It can be kind of a thankless industry. So what made you want to step into that? Like, why was bringing food and people together important to you?
So for me, I love serving others. It is a passion of mine to give to everybody else. And through food service, I've been able to do that. I've been in the industry for a long time. This is the second food truck that we've owned. And it's just neat to be able to create, to be able to give that to people, and to see people love it. It is just so inspiring. It makes you feel so good and humbled to be able to feed people and to like give them a smile and maybe change their day with your attitude. You know, it's really neat to be able to serve other people.
Now, if I can get a little personal, when we first met, I heard a lot about your story, and you are truly an inspirational person.
Thank you.
And so many levels. And I don't know if you want to go into deep detail, but where do you find the inspiration to give back the way you do?
So I just think that it's part of my personality. I love to spread sunshine, and it's just really important that you consider others. And I think that's a lesson that my mom and dad taught me, to really consider other people over yourself. And then what you need comes to you eventually as well. So.
Is anybody else just getting like, I just got kind of misty. I'm like, I know we're supposed to be working and I know we're supposed to be on TV right now, but it really reminds you just when we get so caught up in our own stuff, but you just have such a servant's heart, and you see that. Now you can also catch her right across the street, and I see you. I don't know how you do it all. I mean, I know we all have the same 24 hours in a day in Beyonce, but I think you somehow double up in there, and it's really impressive. So talk to us about just the scope of what it is that you do.
So, I do manage a restaurant as well. Chris is mainly on the food truck, managing that. And when I'm done with the restaurant, I'll go to Sherwood's with Chris, and we'll, work that until 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's really just about mind over matter, and your pockets will be fatter. You have to really work to be able to get to those goals that you're trying to get to, and hard work is the way you do it. And it's not for the faint of heart. It is very hard, but you just keep chugging. And as long as you keep chugging, it eventually happens for you.
Okay, so since Rand's got a little personal, I want to get a little personal too, and it's because I saw two special moments today, and this is what River City Plus is about, where I was just like so in love with you and Chris, and I showed my picture to Katie, I showed it to Chris, and I was like, or I showed it to Rance, and I said, if this isn't love, then like I don't want it. But it was the two of you hugging like right after the segment was done, and you looked so cute, and you were in the studio, and you were like, Chris goes, you did so good. And you're like, thanks, babe. I love you so much. And at first I was like, because sometimes we're haters. But I was it just made me so happy. We're getting better. We're not getting bitter. We're getting better. But how do you in terms of a partnership, have somebody that you work with every day. Chris is over there cheering you on right now. But, what is that mentality like when you're going to work together with somebody who you love and care about, but work is stressful?
So it is very stressful sometimes, right?
We don't want to miss this
Which one? Which mic? Which mic? We go through all of the emotions. Sometimes we don't agree, and sometimes we have to figure out how to agree. Sometimes I might be a little bossy, and sometimes he might be a little bossy. But at the end of the day, we realize that this is what we're into. This is our partnership, and the only way to be able to be successful is to respect one another and to always be there with one another and love one another.
No, I mean, I love some food, but do you guys talk about anything besides food?
We talk about a lot of things. He is my best friend, and I talk to him about everything. He hears, goodness gracious, probably more about my day than he wants to sometimes. But yes, he is definitely my ride for sure. I love him so much, and we're so excited to have this together. And I just can't tell you how humbled we are to have this opportunity as well to talk about us and to be on this show, and it's just been really, really great. Thank you.
There's a Weezer song. It's like, you're my best friend, and I love you. So there you go. That's your new dance song.
That's very true.
I know, they're like the couple's theme song. You guys did. I know. See, there you are. It's so cute.
Oh, let's talk some food. So we brought all of that in, and it was amazing that the food looks amazing. I know it tastes amazing. Jana was all about that pickle. So what is it about that pickle that just sets everything off?
We just serve a very delicious pickle. We can't really tell you the secret of it. It is our secret.
Oh, so
but you can always come to the truck for the secret pickle.
Now, do you like marinate it yourself, anything like that? I mean, make your own flavor. It's not like we just pull out a pickle.
No, we marinate it ourselves. We make our own pickles, and yeah, it's a secret recipe.
So one of their things, Rance, and I don't know if you saw this on the website, but it's, Chris, tell me if I'm wrong. It's food that puts you in the mood, right? So listen, I love a sassy brand. I loved it. I mean, we weren't going to not go there with the Mornin Wood being the title, but can you give us a rundown of the menu? Because you guys have a huge variety of things.
So we are breakfast and barbecue, but we are whatever else we want to make too, because we love food and we love to create. We do have breakfast. That breakfast includes country fried steak, biscuits and gravy, eggs your way. We do breakfast sandwiches. We do breakfast burritos. We have hot coffee. We've got cold brew. We've got our energy spritzers as well. And then moving into lunch and dinner, we always do a loaded fry, always the pulled pork. We have right now a cod sandwich. We've got a shrimp po' boy. So we like to change it up. You're never going to come to the truck and be like, oh, it's the same 4 items. But the core are going to be that pulled pork sandwich that you saw, the smash burger, the chicken sandwich, and that burrito as well.
That sounds like plenty enough.
But I like the fact that you guys have new things, but you also have a core menu, because nothing will make a regular customer sassier than if you are big into the core items and then one day it's not there.
Absolutely.
I know, I don't appreciate it. I'm like, wait a minute now. A special can move about the cabin, but I'm like, if I'm a core item girly, I want to see it on that menu.
So you guys are basically, the truck is pretty much morning through night.
Yes. Chris works the lot at 1630 San Marco for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Unless we're out of town or have a different event, we will always be there. He's usually there from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and then he'll take a 2-hour break till 4 to 8 is when he's at dinner. But if there is a crowd, we'll continue. We are excited to really build that lot. We're about to install some festoon lights and some sail shades and make it more of like an al fresco dining kind of environment, maybe some live entertainment here and there, some fun DJs. We're going to do a party to invite the community at the beginning of November. We are going out of town this weekend, so if you don't see the truck there, we'll be at Halloween. But then the first week of November, we're going to throw a party for the community. We're going to serve some of our complimentary beverages. We're going to do some complimentary appetizers and just introduce ourselves to everyone. So we've been there for a little bit, but it was during that time where it was so hot. And it was so hot to be on that truck constantly. But now that this weather is starting to be so beautiful, we're really excited about building this lot.
Yeah, and too, I mean, having some of your menu items that are like a little bit spicy, a little bit kicky, a little bit smoky, all of those just lend themselves to amazing fall feasting, I think.
Can we run some of those names?
Yes, the burger you saw today is the Down to Smash. The chicken sandwich is the More Than a Mouthful. We've got the 10-inch all beef hot dog, which is the 10-inch. We've got the Big Johnson, which is our jalapeno cheddar sausage.
And you see what you are in for. So you're going to get some crazy eclectic names that are going to entice you and invite you. And then once you take a bite, you're like, it was worth it. Yeah, it was worth it. I like it all.
And I'll tell you, sometimes my husband's like, no, Fawn, we cannot use that name. So I'm like a little bit more outrageous than he is.
Well, now I want to know, like, what didn't make the cut? Like,
We
what?
can't say it.
And didn't you say the kids helped you name the?
Oh, yes, my daughters. Yes, we had such a good time sitting around just giggling about all these. There might have been a Cards Against Humanity game in there
Right,
somewhere.
right.
You know? Yeah, we had
The
best
maturity's a little sus.
Which is why she's a great fit for River City Live.
Absolutely.
So is ours.
So we're talking about you guys kind of making it a destination and make sure people come out. And then, these temperatures, it's going to make it even.
So great.
He's like, man, I've been out there. I'm sweating. But now he's going to be like, man, I'm going to take my shirt off
I
and
know.
like whip it like a helicopter. It's nice.
Only off the truck, though. He can't be shirtless on the truck.
Right. Just to attract the customers, reel them in, Chris. I like it. Now, real quick, Fawn, because you guys also, not only can you come and dine, but you guys also do catering. I mean, this is like a real full 360 experience.
Absolutely. We do catering, and it's not just the items on our menu. We build custom menus. We can do whatever it is you want. Both of us have a strong culinary background. We love to create, and we love to inspire our guests with whatever it is that they're looking for to match their event. We are a full-service caterer. We can do off-site. We've got staff. We're excited.
Now, could the food truck come to an event? Because I think that would be super fun to have like a wedding. You know, you have your big and fancy, and then around 10 o'clock or something, you've just got Mornin Wood that rolls in, or a birthday where you don't want to mess up the house.
You know what the drive-in music is? It's just on the big speaker. Bow, chicka, bow.
No, it's got to be Pony.
Oh!
Yes.
But you got to add an extra beat for licensing, so it's not actually
Right.
Pony. It's like
Pony. The Kids Bop version, Pony.
So if people want to, we know where you're located. Give us that address again.
Okay, 1630 San Marco Boulevard. And you can always find us at 222BBQ at outlook.com. 222BBQ is the word triple, the number 2, BBQ. We take all catering requests on email. You can hit us up on Instagram or Facebook. And yeah, we love to take the food truck out. We've had great success with companies who are doing employee appreciation events in the morning. There's not a whole lot of food trucks that are willing to show up at 6 a.m. And we are happy to be there at 6 a.m. to feed your crew. So anything that you need, we're happy to do it.
Eating good with that Mornin Wood.
Yeah.
So, so thanks for hanging out with us today, Fawn.
Thank you. Y'all are so fun. I love y'all so much.
Can we get Chris in the shot
Come
just
on,
before
Chris.
he like,
Yeah. Let's show him up here.
Yay, Chris.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get out the shot. Like.
Oh my
So these are the couple behind the Mornin Wood Food Truck. You will see them out and about. And I'm hungry, so I'm gonna go. Jana, you can close this out.
Yeah. All right. Well, what Rand said. All right, everybody. We'll catch you tomorrow morning, 9:30 on River City Live and 10:15 for River City Plus. Time to eat. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you.